everybody, it's Kay, and I'm here today with my Eyescream beauty box, and this is for October of 2025. It's taken a long time to get to me. It's been all around the United States. It started out in California, came to Georgia, went to North Dakota, and then it's finally made it back to Georgia. So anyway, I don't know why that happened, but it's here, it's safe, so I'm happy to have it. So we got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products this time. So let's take a look at what we got. The theme is October Trick or Treat. Okay, so I'm going to do this little one here first because I'm going to lose it if I don't. This is it's a bonus item. It's a crystal infused lip gloss by Ather Beauty. It's a $14 value. Add a little magic to your makeup ritual. Infused with real crystals, this gloss brings a supernatural shine and positive energy, perfect for sealing your spell and your lipstick with good vibes. Okay, so I am familiar with this brand. We haven't seen as much of it lately. There it is, and we'll put a little bit on here to see the color of it. It does have a little bit of a color to it. Doesn't have a smell. So this is probably a half size. So I'm actually happy to have that. Okay, so then we have this mattified oil control mask made with 100% biodegradable and antibacterial tencel fabric. So mattifier. Okay, so it says on the back, it says, "Look, honey, if you need some balance in your life, try me." There it is. I don't really use sheet mask as much, but I think during the winter time it would be when I would need it the most. I have combination skin, and I just don't have time for the mask, and too much of the mask just irritates my skin as well. So this is a $6 value, and it says, "Give your skin a spooky good treat. This hydrating mask revives tired skin after a long night of Halloween fun, leaving your complexion soft, refreshed, and ready for the next costume for candy binge." It's also a fun design, making you look like you've got a face full of makeup. Well, that's interesting. Okay. All right. We'll see. Okay. So then the next product, I do have this on today, is by Charmacy, and this is an eyeliner, and it's actually, I don't know whether people got different colors, but my color here, and it didn't say that they would, but my color is Blush Aurora. There it is. There, it's really hard to see because it's in a holograph, and I did use it, but I had to put on some brown with it because it basically is pink, and it's supposed to be color shifting. I don't know that it really does. I think if I would have been a lot happier with like blue or green, but again, I don't know whether people got different shades of it or not. But I'd love it if I did get it in that color. So there it is, and it's a nice brush on, and we're going to put it right here, and there's the color of it. So it's quite pink. So, you know, with a little bit of brown underneath, I made it work. So that product, let's read a little bit about it. So, dare to dazzle under the moonlight, this color-shifting liquid liner glides on smoothly, transforming from one bewitching hue to another with every flick of your eyes, perfect for casting bold, otherworldly looks. Yes, pink would probably do that. Okay, so the next item that we got here is by Ziza, and we've had things like this before. This is a highlighter. I don't know that they do, well, I think I have seen some other things by this brand, but they're always the one with this really unique highlighter. Now you keep the little plastic thing you see here because that's how you open it, and there it is. Okay, so isn't that neat? And they always come like this, and that is just so cool. So let's read a little bit about that. Let me see what my glasses are, because this is really small writing on here. Okay, let's read about it. Okay. So this is a $35 product. By the way, the liquid liner was a $21 product. So this space highlighter, glow like a creature of the night, inspired by galaxies and moonlight, this highlighter delivers a radiant cosmic shimmer that's simply out of this world. Your Halloween glow up just went interstellar, and you can also use it as a blush. All right, well, let's take a look at the color of it. Okay, so it's really more, it looks more like a highlighter to me. Let's see what it looks like on the skin. Yeah, that's really more of a highlighter. But that's really cool. I like it. I would not pay $35 for that. I just wouldn't. Okay, so and we do have actually 2 palettes in here because we had a choice, and I actually went ahead and chose both of them because they both look like ones that I would like. In fact, I used both of them today. So before we get to that, though, by Beauty Creations, and also if you watch the video on the bag instead of the box, I actually did get the similar, it's the same product, but in a different color. I actually like this color. The other color was more of a neutral color, and this is more of a pink color. But this is by Beauty Creations, and it's called Plump and Pout. And it looks like it's a syringe, okay? And so you take the top off of it, and then you have to twist it, and then push up, okay? And there's the color of it there. And we're going to put a little bit on. I do have this on today. So there, it's actually got some color to it. So I like it. And actually, it's a little bit of a plumper too. So let's see a little bit more what we read about this one. So there it is. This is called Legally Hot Plump and Pout. It's a $7 product. Turn up the heat this Halloween. This fiery lip plumper tingles with spicy sensation, giving your lips that irresistible full moon-worthy pout. The perfect finishing touch for any wickedly glam look. Heads up, the plumper is designed to tingle lightly or lightly burn. That's how you know it's working. If it feels too strong, go ahead and stop use. This is not a strong one. I use different lip plumpers, and this one works out fine. And actually have been reaching for the other one, and I'm going to like this one too because it's a nice color. I'm happy to have that. So far I'm pretty happy. So I'm actually happy with the palettes too. So there was 2 that you could choose from. Trick or Treat, and by this is it's Beauty Moon Cosmetics is who makes them. And they partnered with Eyescream Beauty on this. So the treat or the trick. And I liked them both. So we're going to look at both of them. They came with a sleeve, each of them, that looked just like this. And it looks just like the outside. Okay. So over the shimmers, they actually have these little white dots. You think when you first open it, you're getting a lot of white ones, but you're not. And I'm going to use this so we don't have to look at the mirror. It does have a mirror, and I'm glad that it does. So here it is. This is the one that is Trick. And so what I have on today is I have on a little bit of this underneath the brow bone, and I have on this one. And actually in the crease, I used this one. And so I think I'm going to really like this. I like especially the ones that are shimmery. This is the first row here. That's pretty bright. We'll look at that on the skin. Look at that. There you go. That is just some real payoff on there. So we're going to look at the second row. Okay, here's the second row. And these are really good colors for Halloween or just for the fall. A lot of payoff. Look at that. Just a lot of payoff. So, and then we'll do the last row. Let's see, we'll find a little spot. We'll do the last row up at the top. Don't know about the first one. It's sort of a grungy color. There's the last ones here. That purple one is really pretty. This one, I don't know. That's just going to make me look like I'm tired. Probably wouldn't use as much of the black either, except maybe as like a liner. So we're going to put those up here too and look at them all together. There it is. There's the whole palette. And I think that's really nice. So I'm happy with that one. So let's see what the other one had in it. Gonna have to make some space over here. Wow, that liner really stays on, by the way. Okay, so let's look at the one that says treat. And here's its little cover so we don't have to look at the mirror, even though I'm glad that it does have it. There it is. So the ones I used in here, I used this one. That one really coordinated well from this other palette. One of them was more orange and one of them was more yellow. There it is. See the ones in the center? Those are the two that I used. And so I think I'm gonna like this one too. I mean, this is really pretty. So let's do the first row. And there's the first row there. So a gold shimmer, and then a brown shimmer, and then a teal one. Just a lot of color payoff. That's one thing I like about this box, is that there's pretty much always, in fact, that just is because there's a crease there in the knuckle. That's why that looks like that's splotchy. It's not that it's splotchy, but there's just a lot of color payoff. That gold one is really, really pretty. It's hard to see it exactly how pretty that is, but there it is. That had another color on it. Uh-oh. Okay, that gold that is just beautiful. We'll do that. Here it is, here again. That is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so the next row, let's take a look at that. See where we're putting them over here. Okay. This is just really pretty. I'm happy. It was an extra $10 to do this, to get both of them. There they are, there. Isn't that pretty? It's just very, very nice. And that one in the middle is so, so pretty. Look at that. The one in the middle right there. Beautiful. And I tell you, this pink one on the bottom looks beautiful too. The brown would be nice for a liner. So this is the bottom row here, and there it is. In fact, the pink one shows up more white. It's such a strong pink when you're looking at it. So it's a surprise that actually it shows up the color that it does, because you can see it here pink, but there's what it swatches out like. Let's see what it looks like when we put it over here. I'm busy getting ready today for Halloween. I've got to go get the pumpkin ready. Okay, so that's beautiful, and I'm really happy with this. You know, they can't help the fact it was really the post office. I don't know. There was nothing wrong with the label. I don't know why it took the post office so long and had to go, you know, back and forth across the United States. Anyway, here's the colors here. So I am really happy with this. I think this is a pretty good box. Now let's talk about the price on these items really quick. And this is $25, but remember I spent $10 extra, so I spent $35 for what we see in here. So it says this is about the palettes. Trick or treat, each palette hides its own Halloween magic. One full of rich moody shades for mysterious looks, and the other bursting with candy-inspired colors for sweet glam. No matter which you get, it's a spellbinding palette made to enchant your fall makeup routine. These beautiful palettes were designed by Doodles the Bunny, an amazing artist who creates beautiful artwork for many brands. We also teamed up with Beauty Moon Cosmetics, an amazing brand based in the the UK actually. And yes, I recall other things by Beauty Moon that I really liked. So that's a pretty good one. I'll put the total down below, but I think this is probably one of my favorite boxes. I mean, I know that I'm going to use both of these palettes. I play with their palettes when I get them. I play with them for like the entire month, and some of them I just continue on using because they're such good colors. Now, I don't go for a really heavy makeup look. I just like a little bit of color, because too much makeup on, you know, I don't think it looks good. So I just like to put enough color to enhance. That's what I like to do. So really going to enjoy these. I know I'm going to enjoy that. I'm going to make use out of this. I just wish it was a different color. And then we've got the little After Beauty thing here. Happy to have that. And then also this little, these 2 products here. This mask, I'll use it. I just don't know when. I'm not going to, I get enough masks just to have them show up from Macy's or from this, well, not this box before, but Allure. You know, I've gotten masks from all of these. This is cute. I will use this. I'll enjoy this too. So I think this is a pretty good box. Anyway, let me know which products your favorite in here. And if you've used any of these brands before that you know more about them. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. Have a great day and happy Halloween.